Hi, this is Monica and welcome back to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And okay, this video is about what brushes that I have and how I clean them and how I organize them for my beauty room, which you will see my beauty room later on today. Well, I wanted to get on here and I wanted to show you how I categorize them, how I wash them, what they started out looking like, and so on and so forth. But we also going to talk about other stuff that's been, like, of course, getting on my nerve. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to this video. So today I took some Ajax dishwashing liquid and just maybe a cap full of bleach, and I soaked my makeup brushes in them because they look like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I soaked them and I washed them and I scrubbed them and I scrubbed them and I washed them and I washed them and I scrubbed them and what the fuck ever. So I decided to get on here and show you how I categorize them and how I put them up in my beauty room upstairs. Well, before I get started, it's 12 o'clock somewhere, so I'm going to have me a cooler. Now, the reason why I showed this cooler and all this other stuff, because see this long neck, see it? See this long neck? Ladies, I'm going to talk to you first about this. I've seen a number of y'all doing one of these. No. That's like advertising your best skills. Let's not do that in 2020. Let's let that go. Since Corona, stupid ass, and took everything, let's just kind of remain the same and kind of, you know, keep the long neck bottle out your mouth, because it's just not cute. It's just, if you wonder why when you drinking out of a long neck bottle and all of a sudden a motherfucker wants your phone number, that's because he won't see what you did to that bottle, see if you can do it to him. So we're going to cut that out. So we're not going to talk about that. So I got a regular dish towel, old dish towel that I have, and it's clean and it's bleached out, but whatever. And so I washed my makeup brushes earlier, so I'm going to get to it and I'm going to kind of explain them and why I have them and so on and so forth. So we're going to start off with these. These are Ruby Kisses with dual fiber. These are stippling brushes. And I wash them and I just dry them off on here, and I just, so they'll look like this now. See how clean that is? That's great. If you ever wonder why when you do your makeup, look, sometimes it looks flawless and then sometimes it looks like Beetlejuice. Okay, so today I just wanted to kind of like talk about a couple of things and fuss about, you know, the long neck bottles and females sticking the bottle in their mouth and stuff like this. But I also wanted to focus on brushes. Makeup brushes, it can run expensive and then they can run cheap, but you want to get some expensive brushes, more cheap brushes than expensive brushes, because I have a whole shit ton of these, and these are Wet n Wild brushes, and they look like that. Look how clean I got them. Well, they clean, but yeah. So I got them, and those is mainly for eyeshadow and lid colors and stuff like this. But my daughter, like I said, was talking to me about peace. Peace comes in different forms. Sometimes you get your peace from a bottle. That's me. Okay, but then you can also get your peace by letting motherfucking shit go. Let it go. If something ain't making you feel like, you want to keep it, or you can't live without it, or my mom told me when I was younger, she said, Monica, she said, if you'll know if that's the person you want to be with, because every time you see them, you'll smile. When a motherfucker walk in your door and you don't instantly, or just hear their name and you instantly don't get to smiling, or you don't feel like a song in your heart, let that shit go. That goes for jobs, that goes for anything, that goes for negative people, that goes for all that. Let it go, because this is 2020. They already Corona. We already talked about Corona, okay, but Corona, as usual, they took everything. So today is Sunday, and I made a video Friday about my sister, but I don't want to talk about that right now. Okay, I want to get back on these brushes. So what I did was I took some Ajax and I washed them and scrubbed them down, bleached them and all this other stuff to get all that goo out of it. Because just like I said, makeup, if your makeup brushes ain't clean and you're steadily doing them with them, your makeup gonna be hideous or whatever. So we're gonna talk about that. Now I categorize my brushes differently. Like I just showed you these brushes, and these brushes are wet wild brushes. So you can get these at the Dollar Tree, and everything's $1. Rite Aid, Walgreens, places like that, 99 cents, no more than $3. You can afford that. But some brushes you can't cut corners. Just like with brushes that you can get really pretty eyeshadow, with people and things, you can't cut corners. You have to stop cutting corners. Stop making another motherfucker feel more important than what you are. Women, we got that bad. We got that bad. We got that in our heads. Oh well, we take care of our kids, our husbands, our jobs, and family and stuff like this. But we forget to take care of self. We forget. We put ourselves on the back burner all the time. We have to stop doing that. So we got to start. If it don't feel right, then don't do it. Don't keep it. That's just like being a hoarder. If you see that you haven't used it in 6 months, throw that shit in the trash. That goes for people too. Throw their ass in the motherfucking trash, okay? Throw them in the trash because that's where the fuck they belong, in the motherfucking trash, because 9 times out of 10 they holding up space, ain't being used, collecting dust, rusty the motherfucker. It took for me to have to take an ass whooping from a man for me to realize, bitch, this is not what you want. This is not what you want. This is how you're gonna end up your life. This is what you want your son to see you doing? Letting a motherfucker run over you, or beat on you, or degrade you, or downgrade you. Downgrade his ass, or downgrade her ass. If a motherfucker can't meet me at the same point, I don't want to be bothered with you, okay? That goes for everything. That don't just go for relationships. That goes for every aspect of your life. If it's not moving you forward, let it go, because it's just towing you down. Do you think I'm going to stop and let somebody tell me my stopping point? Absolutely not, because that's not what I want, and that's not who I am. Okay, back to the brushes. So these brushes here, these are random brushes also, but these are more like blending brushes. I got my blending brushes, my contour brushes, highlighting brushes. Like this brush here, I use this brush as a contour brush. See how it's shaped? See how it's shaped? And you can like contour with it and whatever. But this is a generic brush, and I don't know where the hell I got it from, but it's an angled brusher brush, and this brush is good for that. So I keep it in here. And like this brush here, is this it? Yeah, this is a Realtek. This is an e.l.f. stippling brush, a small stippling brush, and it looks like this at the top. It looks like this. The reason why it's like this is because it's for like blending out cream makeup, like cream contour, cream concealer, stuff like that. Okay, and then in this one I have like my powder brushes, like for setting powders, for powdered makeup, and my large stippling brushes, which is by Ruby Kisses, and it looks like this. And I normally use this after I put all that powder on, just to make it a seamless finish, because no. Okay, then I got my other, which is more expensive brushes, which is my Morphe brushes, my Zoeva, my Real Techniques, and my Sephora brushes, but we're going to get into that now. So instead of me, like, the Lord do stuff intentionally so that to move you forward, because he's tired of you wasting your time. And so he's going to knock the first time. You don't listen? Oh, so now you're going to tip stuff over. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're still not listening. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to knock you from wherever point you at. I'm going to knock you all the way back down to square one, because you're not listening. You're not listening. And see, I wish everybody could feel like that when it comes to the Lord, because if you think about it, have you ever been on the very top of your game, everything going your way, bills paid, man good, kids good, and all of a sudden, boom, it's gone? That's because the Lord been warning. He's been contacting you several times, like, bitch, not paying attention to this. You're not looking at this. You're not. What we doing? What we doing? And by him doing this, and him reckon, I'll just break my damn thing. Yes, I did. by him doing this and doing it several times, he like, bitch, I'm not gonna keep telling you, oh, okay, so you're not gonna listen, boom. Now you're back on food stamps, getting ready to get in subsidized housing, now play with me again. That's because it's supposed to go in this order. It's supposed to go the Lord, you, then everybody else. If it's not in that order, then it's not going to work no other way. So sometimes we got to stop and look at the things that we do and the things that we say and how we treat certain things. Because if you treat something bad that's loyal or that's dedicated or that's making you feel appreciated like a dog, he going to take it from you. He going to take it from you. So we have to learn how to stop doing that and start putting self first, because it has to go the Lord, you, then everybody else. If it don't go in that order, it ain't gonna work out. So I'm gonna start with my Zoeva brushes. These Zoeva brushes I got off of, I think, Amazon. When I got them off of Amazon, they was like maybe a little bit more expensive, like $17.99. But Zoeva, to me, they look like this, and they shape like this. Zoeva got really nice brushes. Look at that brush. Zoeva got really nice brushes. I compare it to my Morphe brushes. It's like a little sister to Real Technique and to Morphe. It's the little sister, the last sister. This is what these brushes are to me, and they work just as fine as those, but they're least expensive. So you got to go and copy some of those too. I think in the end, we have to start taking notice to self. If you pay your bills, take care of your kids, take care of your job, somewhere along the line, you are a bill. Take care of you. So 2020, even though Corona ate it up and spit it out, shit it out, and all this other stuff, we still have to remember that we are a bill. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we forget that. So we're not going to talk about that. But and then I wanted to talk about the Real Technique brushes. Real Technique you can get at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, and Real Technique is up there. I don't know why they keep putting Real Technique down, but Ulta sells Real Technique brushes, and I have just a select few. I didn't need them all because, like I said, I got other inexpensive brushes that do the same shit. So I'm going to talk about that. I only got the necessary brushes that I needed. And these are my Real Technique brushes. I love them. But we're not going to talk about that. So we have to start like putting self first. Sometimes we got to say, okay, your drawers got a hole in them. Buy you a pair. That's a bill. You're a bill. You got to remember that you are a bill. That you are a bill. You are a bill. You got to stop sitting yourself aside to appease everybody else. That's just like a job. If you go to a job and every time you get there you're like, fuck. Or you get there and you're like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It's not making you happy. Leave it. Leave it. If something is not appreciating you, leave it. Leave it. Don't keep it. Just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now these are my Morphe brushes. Look at those. Those is nice. And I only got a select few that I thought that was worthy of paying $150,000 for them. Like this Morphe brush. This Morphe brush is just like, where is it at? It's this brush. But can you tell the difference? This is the Zoeva brush, and this is the Morphe brush. Same brush, different companies, but you can tell. Morphe brushes look totally different. Look at that. And I only got a select few, only the few that I needed. Here's another one. Only the few that I thought was worthy. So I'm not going to pay $150,000 for no whole fucking set and no goddamn Morphe nothing. I'm not doing it. Okay, but this is another important brush for Morphe. This is the Morphe M165 brush, which is your angle brush to do your eyebrows. Look at that brush. Look at that brush. That's a nice brush. This is a must-have for Morphe. If you don't get nothing, get it from Morphe. Hold on. It's still 12 o'clock somewhere, so I'm going to drink that. So the last brush that I wanted to show you was this powder brush that I got. And this is from Sephora. Look at how that's shaped. Really nice brush. Like I said, it's from Sephora. I don't know what kind of brush it is, but this is a real nice brush. I think I just wanted to touch base with y'all because We sit ourselves to the side to appease others. So the rest of 2020, that corona didn't totally eat up and shit out. Let's start focusing on self. Let's start focusing on moving forward. Let's stop trying to appease everybody, because everybody is not going to go out their way to appease you. And always remember that. They never going to go. People ain't going to just give up what the fuck you willing to give up for them, for you. They're not. So you just got to understand that. So just like I said, this is a Sephora brush and I love it. It's going to take a while for this to dry because it's thick as shit. But like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, get you some nice brushes and keep them clean so that your makeup don't look like Scary Harry. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.